Welcome back. We are headed straight to Karnataka. This is where Congress Chief Sonia Gandhi joined the party's Bharat Jodo Yatra in Mandya. This is after a long time that Sonia Gandhi has taken part at a public event where a large number of Congress workers have been present. Rahul Gandhi, of course, has kept his attack going on the Karnataka government, calling it corrupt and saying that the government takes a 40% commission for everything it does, for every work it does. Listen in to what has been said today.
कर्नाटक में हिंदुस्तान की शायद सबसे भ्रष्ट सरकार है। कर्नाटकದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ। ये हर चीज में 40% कमीशन लेती है। ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ 40% ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಲಂಚವನ್ನ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ। किसानों से, मजदूरों से, छोटे व्यापारियों से, स्मॉल एंड मीडियम बिजनेस वालों से 40% कमीशन लेने वाली सरकार।
Actually, all party leaders work for their own party. She has worked for half kilometer and gone. It's okay. I mean, as far as we are concerned, it doesn't make any impact.
No, she came to Mandya, she came to Mysore, then she stayed 2 days in resort. She came to take rest, according to me. Today morning, just she walked for half a kilometer or 5-10 minutes she walked and she went from there. Only because show her moral support to their party leaders, I think she attended that program. Other than that, there is no big changing of the people's mind by Sonia Gandhi by watching there. You are not going to help.
Let me go straight across to my colleague Ranjita, who is joining us live from Mandya, where the Bharat Jodo Yatra currently is. The aim is to cover 25 kilometers a day and at least cover 12 states. रंजीता, सबसे पहले आपके समय के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हमने देखा कि एचडी कुमारस्वामी जो एक समय पे एलाय हुआ करते थे कांग्रेस पार्टी के, वो कह रहे हैं कि सोनिया तो आई हैं यहाँ पे घूमने फिरने के लिए, ये थोड़ी ना कुछ पार्टी का काम करने आई हैं और इनका आना या ना आना उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा। लेकिन ग्राउंड पे आप हैं, आपको क्या लग रहा है, किस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स आप देख रही हैं भारत जोड़ो यात्रा को?
श्रेया, देखिए, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर तक की इस यात्रा को ऑर्गेनाइज कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया। बार बार कांग्रेस ये कहती रही कि ये राजनीतिक यात्रा नहीं बल्कि जो लोगों की परेशानी है मौजूदा सरकार को लेकर, केंद्र सरकार को, चाहे वो महंगाई हो, बेरोजगारी हो, सीमा की सुरक्षा की बात हो, इन मुद्दों को लेकर जनता के मुद्दों को जनता के पास पहुंचाने की कांग्रेस की ये कोशिश है। तीसरे राज्य में ये यात्रा पहुंची है, कर्नाटक में। आज जिस तरह से हमने इस यात्रा को कवर किया, क्योंकि पहली बार ये मौका मिला था कि गांधी परिवार का दूसरा सदस्य इस यात्रा में शामिल हुआ। कंटिन्यूअसली राहुल गांधी इस यात्रा में शामिल हो रहे हैं। आज सोनिया गांधी जब इस यात्रा में आई तो बतौर कांग्रेस की राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष वो यहाँ पहुंची थी और ये माना भी जा रहा है कि कांग्रेस में जो इलेक्शन प्रोसेस चल रहा है राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष को लेकर के, तो ये सोनिया गांधी की बतौर अध्यक्ष ये उनकी आखिरी ऐसी जनसभा या इस तरह के पब्लिक अपीयरेंस उनकी हुई है। भीड़ की अगर बात की जाए श्रेया, तो जो भीड़ थी उसमें महिलाओं की संख्या ज्यादा दिखी। महिलाओं में वो उत्साह था सोनिया गांधी को देखने का और सबसे ज्यादा जो चीजें निकल कर आई वो ये कि 2-3 फोटोज बहुत वायरल हुए, जिसमें एक फोटो जिसमें राहुल गांधी सोनिया गांधी के जूते के लेसेस बांध रहे हैं, एक जिसमें वो कह रहे हैं कि आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है और आप यात्रा में पैदल कम चलिए। तो ये कांग्रेस पार्टी को हम पॉलिटिकल भी इस चीज को देख सकते हैं और दूसरा उस तस्वीरों को बहुत पसंद किया जा रहा है, उसे खूब वायरल किया जा रहा है कांग्रेस के अलग अलग ट्विटर हैंडल से और बताया जा रहा है कि राजनीति में सिर्फ राज करने की नीति नहीं बल्कि एक इमोशनल टच भी देने की कोशिश होती है और आज वही तस्वीरों के जरिए कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से दिखाया गया। दूसरी, कर्नाटक में अगले साल चुनाव होना है और पार्टी को ऐसा लगता है कि एक अच्छी ग्राउंड पे कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए माहौल है। यही वजह है कि इस यात्रा में खासकर कर्नाटक में सोनिया गांधी पहुंची और ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि 4 से 5 दिनों के बाद प्रियंका गांधी भी कर्नाटक में उस यात्रा को ज्वाइन करेंगी। अब देखना होगा कि ये जो भीड़ का मोबिलाइज हुआ है ये वोटों में कितना तब्दील हो पाता है और कांग्रेस से जो जनता कनेक्ट खो चुकी है उसे किस तरह वापस ला पाएगी।
चलिए रंजीता, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए एंड पुटिंग द स्टोरी इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट। Dharendra Tayal is a BJP leader. He is joining us on the broadcast, and Sujata Paul is a Congress spokesperson joining us as well. And this is a very quick chat, no lambi chauड़ी debate, a quick chat between the two of you. Dharendra ji, एक बात तो माननी पड़ेगी that the photographs that Ranjita is talking about are going viral. They are lovely pictures, and they show Rahul Gandhi as a relatable leader.
No, so I mean, if we are really talking about the fact that he is tying his mother's shoes, they are very welcome photos. Every good son should do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, some of the viewers would remember that a lady by name of Shilpi Parihar had at one time commented on Modi ji's meeting with his mother, which I think was very unfortunate. But these are very welcome. I mean, if that is the sort of thing, if that is the picture you're talking about, that is very welcome picture.
So, Mr. You agree that the Congress has managed to generate a good positive buzz around the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which is why we are seeing the BJP now says कि हम भी 6 रैली करेंगे कर्नाटका में.
No, BJP had said this earlier. They were postponed because there was a session in Karnataka. The session was on in Karnataka, and they had to happen after the Shara. Now that is wishful thinking on part of the Congress to think that we've done everything in this world. Nothing like that has happened. And if you're saying positive image is that of a mother's son, not of a leader. A leader actually has the image that has gone to the public is that ultimately there was no choice left, and an SOS was sent to mom that mom, please come help. I need help. I mean, Kerala was fine, but Karnataka, I need you now. This is no longer safe for me politically. So please come and handle yours affectionately, your only son.
Acha, Sujata Paul. Today everyone's doing mazak masti in political arena. We've seen what Arvind Kejriwal has tweeted, and Mr. Tayal is also, it seems, in the BJP is in a good mood. Sujata, come in here. Is this Rahul Gandhi who had to, SOS his mum for some support? Because that's not what it looked like to me. She just came to say hello to him possibly and walk with him a few miles. She's not been well as well.
Yes, and we must respect the fact that in spite of the fact that she's not been well, and she was supposed to be with the Yatris, which includes Rahul Gandhi ji, for 30 minutes. She stayed on for 2 hours because she was energized by the enthusiasm of the people. And her being there has not only, made us resolve further that we are going to make sure that Bharat ko hum jod lenge. But coming to what the BJP spokesperson has just said, it is immaterial what the BJP thinks. The fact is that from Kanyakumari to Mandya, people, log hamare saath jud rahe hain. This is all about Bharat Jodo. And people are coming together. People are rising above their differences. People are also becoming aware of their rights. Through this Bharat Jodo Yatra, these 2 pictures, which are absolutely not just emotional, but they also tell people that this country needs to be run through love and brotherhood. This is what those pictures stand for.
Very quickly, 2 more questions for the both of you. Mr. Tayal, fact is that Mr. Gandhi has gone on and on about the BJP's corruption in the state of Karnataka. He's saying this is a 40% ki sarkas. So there has been a direct prahar. It's not just him walking with mummy and mummy having a day out with the son. This has been more than that. And the attack has been consistent and it has left the BJP uncomfortable.
Oh, not at all. I mean, come on, coming from somebody who's, let me put it in a different manner, that coming from somebody, and Rajiv Gandhi had said, हम 1 रुपया भेजते हैं तो 7 पैसे पहुंचते हैं, तो is he crying about the fact कि वो 93 पैसे होते थे, ये क्या हो रहा है? And this is coming from Rahul Gandhi, who himself is facing ED, and in a state where their state president is facing ED. What is going on here? I mean, he's talking about corruption? I mean, come on. I mean, pot calling the kettle black, there is no such thing there. And if it were, I mean, the people would answer that. And the people have answered that even in the by-elections. Now, let me do some crystal gazing for you and tell you a little behind the scene. Why is it that Sonia Gandhi chose to be only in Karnataka? Why not in Kerala? Now, we all know that she also contests from Baleri and from Baleri, and also she contests from Raebareli. The last time round, the victory margin in Raebareli reduced by 60%, and this time, I think with all certainty, she's not winning Raebareli. She wanted desperately to be seen in Baleri. That when it happened, I am in Baleri, so she's not with Rahul.
Okay.
She's at Baleri trying to
Interesting.
secure.
Can I come in?
Yes, Sujata, you can come in, and we are saying
Yes.
hello to Yogendra Yadav as well, who's looking a
also
bit
a
tired.
Yatri.
Yes, yeah, we managed to get him. Hi, Yogendra. Sujata, go ahead, complete your
Yes.
point, and I'll get in
Yes.
Mr. Yadav.
You know, just seeing Mr. Yogendra Yadav is energizing me right now, and I wish I was there, with the Yatris in that Yatra, because this is about Bharat Jodo. Thank you so much, Yogendra Yadav ji. Now, that is Belari, by the way, Mr. Tayal. Now, when we are talking about the 40% commission, it is not Rahul Gandhi ji who has said it. It is the people, the contractors of Karnataka who have blamed the government. So please look into your newspapers, read them properly. No matter how much you try to cover up, it will always remain what those people have said.
I only quoted him as a prime minister. I did not quote him as a father. But now that you are going
Yeah.
that route,
Yes.
it is
Can
his
I
father
complete?
who said it.
I didn't interrupt you, Mr. Dayal. Have
Okay.
some decency.
Chalo, okay.
All right. So the
Let's
fact
get in,
is
Mr. Yadav.
that the 40% commission has been demanded by the government. And have you forgotten what Mr. Amit Shah had said? He wanted to say something else, but he said Yediyurappa is the most corrupt person. So, we don't need to say anything. Your leaders, your topmost leaders have admitted that Yediyurappa is corrupt.
That
Bombay
was
is
possibly
corrupt.
a slip of tongue. But Mr. Yadav, come in here. You were part of the march as well. I wonder what took you to Mandya, and what do you think this Bharat Jodo Yatra has achieved for the Congress party, and more specifically, for Rahul Gandhi. I was reading Veer Sanghvi's piece, and he seems to think that not just is the Bharat Jodo Yatra drumming up some positive vibes around Rahul Gandhi, also portraying him as a guy who's relatable.
Thanks, Shreya. Not just Mandya, actually. I have been with the Yatra since Kanyakumari, off and on in some preparatory meetings, but back to Yatra today in Mandya. I would let the Congress spokesperson and the BJP spokesperson sort it out about the corruption bit of it. I was amused, actually, because the BJP spokesperson, I'm sorry, I couldn't get his name, but the BJP spokesperson actually did not say that his government is not corrupt. He only talked about petrol and pot. I really like that. But let's get more serious. Why is it that people like me? So you want to know what's the impact on Congress? I'm sure Congress spokesperson is more than capable of handling and answering those questions. Why is it that people like me? I mean, I have nothing to do with Congress party. I wear the badge of my own organization in the Yatra and here, that is Swaraj India. Why is it that people like me and hosts of other people's movement, social organizations, some of the leading intellectuals of Karnataka, people like Devanuru Mahadev, who have nothing to do with these positions of power and such like. Why is it that all of us have come out to support this Yatra? It's not about election. It's not about propping up the prospects of one political party. We have come together for one very specific purpose, which is that we believe that right now at this moment, our constitutional order is under threat. Our legacy of the freedom movement is being torn asunder. And the values of our civilization are being attacked by those who hold constitutional positions. At a moment like this, you cannot draw fine distinctions. When your house is on fire, you see only two parties, those who come with a bucket of water and those who hold a bottle of petrol. So today, anyone who holds a bucket of water is my friend, is a friend of India. And that is why all of us have come together, because Bharat Jodo Yatra is one very significant initiative to address the question of politics of hate, which has, can you imagine a country where people sitting at the top are actually inciting violence, inciting hatred in the most brazen way? This is what has brought people like us together.
Okay.
And I'm very happy to see that in the last 1 month, this yatra has forced the RSS Sarasanga Chalak to speak to Muslim intellectuals. It has forced the RSS General Secretary to talk about inflation, about poverty, about economic inequality. I guess that's a proof of success, isn't it?
Mr. Tayal, is that giving too much credit to Rahul Gandhi?
I think there is, I would certainly first like to introduce myself to Mr. Yadav. My name is Dr. Dharinder Tayal. He missed the name anyway. So, but I would certainly like to answer him. The first question that he's asked is that why are people like me here? Now, that is very interesting. The first thing is why is the Congress there in the Congress Jodo Yatra? So, the Congress is there because it was falling apart, and now that it's going to get a new president, this private limited company, there is a fear everybody has to hit the deck. So it is a matter of survival for everybody. And that in part answers why is Mr. Yogendra Yadav there. He says, I'm representing my own organization, which fortunately some of us have heard of. So today he himself is looking for rehabilitation. I'm sorry, Mr. Yadav, that I'm having to use such strong words, but you asked the question, I'm having to respond. So the other thing which you very strongly mentioned was a party, a government that is inciting violence, and I'll remind you of something that you have yourself quoted post the farmer agitation. You were on record, on video, saying it was my job to create the pitch. The batting had to be done by Akhilesh Yadav.
Okay,
It
no,
had nothing to do
No,
with
I
anything
didn't-
else. That was violence.
Mr.
And
Tayal,
it was not the
I hope you
government which
did
was
hear
creating that
Sangeet
violence.
Som's statement today.
Sorry?
I'm saying I hope you did hear Sangeet Som's statement today and what Kapil Mishra had said before the Delhi riots. I mean, so, you know,
No,
then
I
your
am-
leaders have been
Shreya,
loose
I am
cannons
talking
as well,
about-
and they
I
have
am
gone
talking
unpunished.
I'm talking about Mr. Yadav, who is accusing the government of violence, and where he has himself admitted that I was responsible for that violence because I was
Where is
given
he?
the task.
Arey, he would have been in jail by now.
Huh?
He would have been in jail by now. ये क्या बात कर रहे हैं तयाल साहब आप?
No, he has said it. It is on video. Does he want to deny it? Mr. Yadav, do you want
Mr.
to deny it?
Yogendra Yadav is looking perplexed. ये हो क्या
Maybe
रहा है?
because it wasn't expected that somebody would have seen that video.
नहीं भाई मैंने तो नहीं देखा है. Anyhow, we'll just wrap it there. Sujata, हाँ, Mr. Yadav, I can give you 10 seconds because, well, for obvious reasons.
Mr. Tayal, why don't you go to your own home ministry? Why are they allowing a criminal who has on camera admitted to inciting violence? Why is Mr. Amit Shah so incompetent that he cannot even arrest it? Why don't you pick up a phone and call him?
Are you looking for that opportunity, Mr. Yadav? A desperate attempt.
A desperate attempt to get what? Arrested, Mr. Tayal. A desperate attempt to get arrested, Mr. Tayal. I don't think that's what Mr. Yadav is seeking.
A desperate attempt to be important, a desperate attempt to be seen.
Okay. We'll leave it there. Sujata ji, I'm out of time. I can give you 10 seconds if you want.
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
You know, this is the divisive politics of the BJP, and they have been wanting that this country should be divided. They should be fighting. The real issues are coming back into the scene, and a government which is not responsible is going to be held accountable and made accountable by this Bharat Jodo Yatra,
Okay.
because people from all walks of life are going to come together to save India.
All right. Dr. Tayal, Sujata ji and Yogendra Yadav, thank you very much for joining us to speak about the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Still not over. Long, long way to go. We'll wrap it with that. Thanks very much for joining. Afrida is joining you up next with all the news. Do stay with us.